Well, I went and I picked up a gun today. As it, sometimes I have to go get guns for some stuff. I mentioned it previously on YouTube. The Vortex guys were nice enough to hook me up with an optic, so I wanted a pistol to throw an optic on. I was after a Glock 47. However, they didn't have any on hand, so I went with a Glock 19. Now, this isn't the only Glock I've got. It's not even the only Glock 19 I've got. Got plenty of Glocks hanging around, but I wanted this one because I want to throw an optic on it, and it got me thinking. A lot of people say, like, this type of thing, this gun, this would be the best one. If you could have one pistol, Glock 19 MOS, this would be a good one to buy. And as you think about it, you're like, yeah, there's a lot of logic to that. That's not really a unique opinion. A lot of people think that. But let's go over it. It's a Glock. It's a known quantity. It should be accurate, reliable, all that stuff. It should do Glock things pretty well. This particular one, I would say the triggers have gotten a bit better. Like, this does feel, I don't know, over time I feel the Glock triggers have improved. It's not as good as like the PDP, I would say, but it doesn't feel like it's as bad as it used to be. Being optic ready, that makes a lot of sense these days. If you're out shooting and training, probably you're going to end up putting a red dot on there. The pistol is shootable, like very shootable. I can grip it just like its full-size brothers, but the gun is physically smaller, making it obviously easier to conceal. So you look at this, you're like, yeah, this is a very attractive package. It's reasonably priced, I think. I think this one was about $600 at retail, no discounts or anything. Comes with 3 magazines, the cheesy little Glock loader tool that you've seen a bunch, and then, of course, the back straps that you can throw on the pistol to help get it sized for you if your hands are a little bit on the bigger side. Like, all up, you look at this, like, I think you make a pretty good argument for this being the best pistol. Best, whatever the hell that means. Do I think that? Not really. But it's interesting to talk about it. Interesting to consider. Like, hey, if you can only have one, this one makes a lot of sense. Now, you guys will be seeing this gun on the channel more with the new Vortex optic that I'll be putting on it later. But yeah, as I was picking up the gun, doing the paperwork, buying it, I was just kind of thinking, like, yeah, this is kind of the best one if you think about it that way. That type of person. Now, most the people watching this, like, you guys have a bunch of guns, probably, most of you. So having you can only have one gun, that's kind of like not a thing you're really interested in. But as a thought exercise, it's kind of interesting to consider. If you could only have one, what would it be? I think a lot of people would look at a Glock 19 and be like, yeah, if I can only have one, I'd want that one. Or maybe a Glock 47, Glock 17, something like that. Like, the pistols do make a lot of sense. Anyway, I'll await your comments, folks.